podcast. I'm Bobby.
I'm Nick.
I'm Emilio, aka Ender's Logic, aka the fat one.
And you just came back from an awesome ass vacation, man. You got to tell me how this was. You got to have an extended interview compared to my 1 hour interview with Mr. JP Diddy.
Yeah, my sister canceled. She got COVID, so she canceled. The It was supposed to be me, Sam, her, and her husband, and then of course, her husband got COVID too. They were both supposed to come, so we needed people to go on this trip. It was like non-refundable stuff. So my cousin decided to come, and he brought some annoying ass friend, dude. He was so annoying. There's just kind of like old guys. Mark, Veronica's. Yeah.
Mark as in okay,
yeah. And so. And so, yeah, he brought him, and I was like, if it was just me, Sam, and these older guys, I was like, it would have been terrible. But JP did. He flew in and saved the day. We had a fucking amazing time. It was like this 2 hour drives down to Ensenada. Our Airbnb was pretty sick. It was a bar that got turned into an Airbnb. So a full-on bar, not stocked, but full-on bar with like all the glasses and all that stuff. It looked like Cheers. And then like tables and chairs, like a lounge, and then with a pool table and everything. And then you go in the back room, and there's two bedrooms. It's so crazy. It's a very strange but unique Airbnb. It was awesome. I'll talk more about the fishing in a little bit. Yeah, and all of that's just 2 hours away. You know, people like take cruises to Ensenada. You know.
Yeah. Man, I wish I could go. Once I get out of the military, we're gonna go to Mexico. Me, you, Sam, Emilio, or me, you, Sam, Leslie, everybody. Have a big old get the fuck out of the Navy party.
Yeah, once you're in Texas, dude, you're gonna, I think you'll have more disposable income.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
But back to the PC Gaming Podcast. Bobby, how are you feeling today, buddy?
I'm doing all right, man. First day back at work. Never fun. But yeah, managed to get a lot of gaming in regardless.
Okay.
We're getting right into it, I guess. Oh, I don't have anything on the radar, so we should do our on the radar section here.
Yeah, for sure.
So you want to go first since you have like three things?
Sure, go ahead.
No, you go first. You have like three things.
Yeah. So Doki V or Doki 5, I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know if this is from the Doki Doki series that I've heard about. Don't ask me. I don't know. All I know is I clicked on this video, and it's probably some of the best graphics. Like, this is better than Elden Ring graphics, I think. It's a lot more cartoony, and it's like a bunch of children in the schoolyard and stuff. But at a certain point, and it looks good, like, you're like, oh yeah, there's like Pixar level graphics, it looks cute, whatever. And then you're starting to look at the fidelity and like the backgrounds, and you're like, wow, they're really pushing the pixels here. And then about halfway down, if you want to click on it, Sniper, of course, he goes Super Saiyan or whatever, and then the fighting starts, and it's like a full-on anime, like Sailor Moon episode, but it all looks 100% legit, super beautiful, and there's in-game graphics. I was just crazy impressed by the graphics. I don't know. Yeah, it's like an action game where you play this superhero kid. It seems like your powers are like imaginary. You can kind of will things into being. Like I said, I don't know anything about the series, nothing. But fuck, does it look amazing? I'm like, this is some next gen shit right here. Elden Ring, I saw some of that too, but there's just you're seeing the same 5 clips over and over. Nobody really has any new stuff on it. And what I have seen, nothing new, just really nice stuff. This is really, cartoony graphics taken to the next level, I feel like.
Yeah. Wasn't it Gamescom this weekend? So like there was a bunch of new shit being showed off everywhere.
Yeah, that's where this came from.
Oh, okay.
Yep, they announced this game. They announced a bunch of games.
Yeah. One of my one item that's on the radar is Outbreak Island, and God do I love any game that's like Dead Island, where you can like craft weapons and stuff and beat the fuck out of zombies. But you also can create like your own little house and everything. They haven't shown too much as far as like the crafting and shit, but it looks interesting. You're like a photographer that's tasked to go to this island. There's a bunch of zombies there. It looks like magical kind of zombies, not really like infection kind of zombies. So it'll be pretty interesting to say the least.
So were you a big Dying Light fan then, Nick?
Dude, I love Dying Light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're all going to be playing Dying Light too.
Oh, I think Dying Light was one of those games that when it came out didn't have that much steam, but after like a month, for some odd reason, it got like extremely popular.
And not just that, like their game studio is, they're known for sticking to one game and just keep piling it on, making it better and better and better, and not. They kind of make fun of like companies that sell DLCs, and then when they finally did have a DLC, it was giant. It was like bigger than the original game, and that's what you really expect. Make a product, make it better, make it so good that it gains a reputation, and you're just selling copies that entire time. So that's
Did you ever play Dead Island?
Yeah, Bobby really liked it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I did. I didn't jump on Dying Light right away because I didn't realize it was basically Dead Island 3. I absolutely love the first two Dead Island games. I don't know if they were trying to distance themselves from Dead Island because I remember there being a little bit of negative press about that game when it came out. But I loved them. So once I finally got into Dying Light and I realized, oh, this is Dead Island with parkour basically. Yeah. And I absolutely loved it.
And way better graphics.
Cool. I feel like Dead Island is a little bit more RPG compared to Dying Light, because like Dying Light, you do have like the stats of the weapons and stuff, but like in Dead Island, you had to like keep re-rolling to get certain guns with certain stats and shit, and it was kind of just like weird to have to keep getting guns that were like, oh, the same exact gun just does way more damage for some reason, and I don't know. I always thought Dying Light was the better game.
Yeah, no, Dead Island definitely had problems. And I think they fixed a lot of them later on, but it was too late by then.
But it's a little bit older, so it gets the stamp of approval from Bobby.
Well, I mean, it had a little more character to it. They had that whole song up front, and the characters were a little more defined. You had the Asian chick with the knives. You had the rapper who did the blunt melee weapons. And it really did feel more like an RPG and less of like an open world Far Cry type game.
And more campy, right? Way more campy, I feel like.
Yeah. Like, plus it was a zombie outbreak on a tropical island, tropical paradise. It was like...
Which I love that concept. I love horror during the day, or like scary shit during the day, as weird as that sounds. Because like, usually, everybody's afraid of the dark and shit happening at the dark, and like all the scary movies are in the dark or whatever. But like Dying Light, you were like, fuck, these aren't like, oh, I don't want to go in that fucking tiki hut, even though I know there's zombies in there. And as soon as you open the door, like, it's super bright in there because the water's beautiful, but there's like 20 zombies in there eating somebody. You're like, God damn it. Like, it's just, I don't know. I love that kind of shit during the day for some reason.
That's why Left 4 Dead 2 when all the dusk levels in the bayou, when the sun was just going down, is like in between. Fucking beautiful. Anyway, another game, little indie title called Winter or whatever. It's kind of like the way they do Midsummer, but with that O. This is used as an A. It has all those like weird little letters on the top too, or little things. So you play as a werewolf that's trying to infiltrate or get like revenge on this cult. And I guess they killed your family or whatever. And during the day, you're like a human, and you infiltrate and you like tell rumors and try to turn them against each other. And that night, you turn into a werewolf and fuck shit up, and then kind of like blame the other cultists. You basically try to create turmoil between the cultists and like ruin them from within. Not really outright attacking them, but making them paranoid and hate each other and stuff. And so subterfuge. And you could also play the same game as a witch and a vampire. I imagine they all have their own mechanics. But what an original concept. I thought it was really cool to do it like that. Instead of
it sounds fun as shit.
Instead of like just go kill the cultist like every other game, This is more like tear them out from with inside. So hopefully it's good. Hopefully the writing's good. because I don't think it's going to be an action game.
No price tag on this yet, and release date is coming soon. Cool.
And there's another Myst game. I guess Myst 2021. They just called it Myst. I guess it's been long enough you can do that. I don't have any nostalgia for Myst. Do you guys?
Not really.
Not really, no.
Yeah, I played it on my mom's Power Mac because I think it came with it or something.
Yeah. I mean, that game would run on anything, but I think I was a little too young for this game when it came out.
It was the first game that I had to write down things, like notes, and then I had a page full of notes, and I was like, my head hurts. I don't want to play this anymore. I'm basically going from one picture to the next picture because the transition between scenes was not smooth. It was just like one picture and then another picture. That's just how bad it was back then. I wasn't blown away by the graphics. I think I should be if you're going to try to remake a classic like this, but it has RTX, but I wasn't too impressed, and I don't know. I guess it supports VR, so I guess that's the next logical step for them. So hopefully it's good. Hopefully people that have nostalgia for this are like, got to be the next, like 50 years old, right? 50s. Yeah.
Probably. I mean,
it's rare that we talk about a game that's a little too old for even us.
Well, this is it's not that it's the age. That's not the only thing here. The game is pretty complex and complicated, and it doesn't really do a lot of things that other games do to help you out. So I don't know. At a young age, I would not have tolerated that. Now that I'm older, yeah, I'd probably be a little more into it. So $30 for that game, coming out August 26th.
Tune in next week when Bobby's like, I haven't slept for 3 days.
I've been playing nothing but Myst.
It's all about the Dark Tower. I need the answers.
Well, I heard the story was good in this. But, reviews are pretty good so far.
Yeah, 89%. Just a few people picked this up on Steam, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you know why? Because it's on Game Pass for free.
Oh,
okay. Oh, really?
Yep. Still not going to buy it.
Speaking of Game Pass, me and Leslie played 12 Minutes, and it's a $25 game on Steam, but it's free on Game Pass. Now, granted, I don't think you should pay $25 for a 3-hour game, but for free, that shit's great.
Yeah. Did you guys finish it?
So we finished it. I got really frustrated towards the end, like the last 25-30%. We just could not figure things out, and so eventually we did have to look up stuff. But dude, that game's fun as shit. The story is bonkers beyond bonkers. It's like a novella essentially, so it's pretty good. It's a point and click adventure. It's a puzzle game. Bobby, from what I understand, you love point and click adventures, from what people have said.
I feel like you could play that one with Pilar, Bobby.
Possibly.
Yeah. Now that you're going to have Game Pass for the game of the week, you could totally play it.
Yeah, man.
I'm not even going to accept anymore that he's not getting it. I'm just going to live in a world where he has it.
Soon we'll all live in a world where everyone has Game Pass.
It's true, dude. They're doubling every week. We're like, and so, yeah, I mean, fuck Steam a little more this week, I guess. Moving on.
But
yeah, so I guess we're in highlights now.
Yeah, let's talk about some.
Yeah. If you guys like point and click adventures, definitely play 12 Minutes. I wouldn't recommend playing with somebody because it is like a story involving a couple. If you know a hitman, maybe you want to have a third person there, but yeah, no, it's pretty fun. It's like I said, it's definitely worth the money.
Nick, is it, now that you finished it, is there any way you could beat it in the first 12 minutes?
No. There are like there are already people like true enthusiasts of like point and click adventures that do that try like these deathless runs, kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like, once you know the story and you know the main mechanics, then there's like no real way to like get around it, you know? Like there's not much replayability. There's like 4 endings, but there's not much replayability.
So since you cheated and looked it up online, did you get the best ending?
Yeah, we get the best / the most basic one, but it's pretty awesome.
Cool. I'm glad you're happy with the ending.
Yeah.
Christian's
What a
not.
cheater.
Yeah, he's not.
What a cheater.
He doesn't approve of any of your shenanigans, including
Who?
the Christian. He's shaking his head over there while you're talking.
I mean, what care about that Canadian says, huh?
So we're in highlights, playing, and now we talk about games that we have been playing. Bobby, you've been playing a lot of one game.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley. Getting back into it, man. Yeah, I've been meaning to do this for a long time. And I've gone back to Stardew Valley, but it's always been with other people. So I've just been replaying a lot of the same content and starting from the beginning. But I went back to my original farm when I first started playing the game and really started powering through it. Got the community center rebuilt, hitting all those landmark achievements. They've added a whole lot to the game since the last time I really played it. There's a lot more characters. There's more things you can build on your farm. So I basically turned my farm into a winery now. I've got a lot of fruit trees. I turn that into wine. Then I put the wine in the casks in my basement. And then I wait a long, long time and then I sell it. And I'm also doing a little cow and chicken farming on the side, but not too many crops. They've also added like you can basically build a fish farm. What do they call those?
A fish farm.
Fuck.
They got a name for a fish farm. I feel like there's a word for that, like a hatchery or something. But you can basically build a fish farm now too. A lot of different ways you can go about making money. I just like the wine thing.
Sorry.
I like the wine thing because it takes a long time and it gives me time to go out and go into the mines. So
is it a seasonal thing?
No, I got the greenhouse built so I can have my trees growing fruit all the time.
When he said that, he had a little swagger, guys. Like he was like, "Yeah, no, I got a greenhouse."
Yeah, it took me forever to get that. Unfortunately, like you have to finish a room in the community center. It took way too long. But what I've been also working on too, and this is the part that Chi absolutely loves about this game, is the social aspect. You go make friends with all the people in town, get to know their stories. When you do that, you get like little hearts. Like you give them gifts, and the hearts go up. So it's a little game figuring out what people like. But I've come to find out almost everybody likes beer. They don't really love it, but it's like a good one. So I've just been going to the bar, buying like 10 rounds of beer and just walking around town. There's a beer. There's a beer. Oh, you're going to drive a bus? There's a beer. The bus driver is hilarious. I love the bus driver in this game. Yeah, people are on the job. I'm giving them beers, the blacksmith, giving them to the kids. They don't like it. I keep giving it to them. And I'm giving it to
It's
the
like a real life.
Yeah.
It's funny because like I don't know if there's a chart for the city's happiness, but I'm sure it's through the roof. But productivity's way down because everybody's drunk around every corner.
Yeah, but I'm having a good time.
That's good, dude.
Yeah, I'm really into it. We'll see how far it goes. They really do a good job of integrating the story into this game. Like you can totally take this game at your own pace, which I absolutely love. Like there's really not, there's only combat in the mine. So you're really only in danger when you're in the mines. And, even at that, you could lose some items, but, not a huge deal. So, it's been a good game. I've been playing it so much that I'm even like doing the whole decorating my farm thing and making it look all good. I hardly ever care about that until I really get into a game.
Nice.
Can we get like a poll going on the Discord of what decorations do you think Bobby has in his fucking farm?
Well, what kind of decorations would a person that gives beer to children have? Honestly,
More beer.
A lot of like mounted deer skulls. I'm guessing.
No,
Yeah?
my house is pretty plain. I haven't done the interior of the house. I'm just decorating the farm, making it look all, linear and squared away.
Robotic, one might say.
Yeah, effective.
Effective.
Effective farming.
Nice, dude. I'm glad that you're meditative. What did you say?
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah.
It's going to be similar to the other game that I'm going to talk about, but I'll let you guys go first.
Yeah, you set up a beautiful segue and then you shit all over it. I played Paper Magic with John when he came into town. He brought a bunch of packs and we did a booster draft in person, and it was so much fun. It's especially more fun when you don't lose to John, which is nice, and to hold cards again and see these cards because it's the same set that I've been playing online. It's just great to see them in incarnate, and have them in your hands and stuff. Like, oh, this is that card. That's cool. And yeah, so we didn't have a whole lot of time to be playing Magic, but the little that we did was a lot of fun. So that was cool.
Did you pull any like foil mythics?
We did get a foil rare, but it's like a super shitty card, so we're like, that can't be worth anything.
That's the worst. That's like the biggest kick to the nuts.
Yep. The deep sea fishing, really quick. First time doing it. We were.
How'd you like it?
It was fun. It's interesting. It's like I wanted to relate it to some game or something, and I feel like it's kind of like PUBG, where there's like long spaces of nothing happening, and then super intense for a short time. You're just sitting there. You have no idea whether or not you're going to land the fish, and it gets damn near boring. And then out of nowhere, you got to take action, and not make any mistakes, because the whole thing. Just like in video games, when you're doing the fishing, like they start to nibble, you can feel it, and then if they take a bite, you got to hook them. You got to pull real hard. But if you pull real hard too early while they're nibbling, then you're going to lose that, and you're probably going to lose your bait. So it's a whole game. It's like a mini game inside of this game called life. It's pretty cool. No wonder they put it in every fucking game.
It's like a mini game in every game.
Yeah, for sure. And it's exactly like every game you've ever played. It's the whole don't pull too soon when you feel the tickle thing. And yeah, we went for two. It was a 4-hour tour. 3 hours in, we had caught like 2 fish, and it was the guys that it was the captain who caught them. So we were just like, oh man, this is gonna suck. And then we ran out. I was like, dude, we have like 30 minutes left. I was like, he's like, I'm going to give you guys another hour and a half. And we did the extra hour and a half, and we pulled in 25 fish in an hour and a half.
Jeez.
It was just like boom, 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 boom. And while we're going in, back in, it took like, I don't know, 35 minutes of going back to shore. The guy on the boat, he filleted all the fish. So we had 2 big bags of filleted fish by the time we got back to the coast. We went to a restaurant, and they cooked it up all right there, dude. Within 15 minutes of getting in, they were already being fried. And then, it's Mexico, so it's like we got 3 big piles of fish fillets, and then they brought all the fixins, and you just make as many tacos until you fucking fall over in your chair, because I couldn't even breathe when I was done, dude. We had like, I don't know how many fillet. 25 fish, so 50 fillets.
50 fillets.
50 fillets, yeah. So we ate half of them then, and then, we saved the rest.
Dang.
Nice.
Great. It was fun. I would definitely
What kind
do
of
it
fish
again.
were they? Were they like rockfish?
Yeah, rockfish. A lot of rockfish. A couple of 2 more other varieties. I don't remember the name.
Did you catch any what are called lean cod?
Yep. That was the other one.
They're like bluish, kind of like.
Yep.
Yeah, those are. My mom took me deep sea fishing for like my 13th birthday, and like I remember the captain was like, "Oh my god, he got a lean cod! It's like $100 fish." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool."
We got one
And
of
then
those.
I didn't eat any of the fish because I don't really eat fish.
Even now?
I mean, I'll have like fried fish and shit every now and then, but like, and I'll have like sushi, but I don't know. I just don't like. I don't know.
The only downside to getting the bottom dwellers is like if you pull up a little guy, they all die when you pull them up because of the pressure change. So even though you throw them back, they're fucking done for. Whatever. Back into the ecosystem, I guess.
Yeah, something's gonna eat it.
Yeah.
Damn. You know what fishing game I like? Black bass.
That's one of the big ones, right? That's like the.
It was on
graphics one.
Nintendo.
Oh, that's
But-
okay.
Yeah, it was pretty popular among me and my friends. I don't know why. I've never gotten to another fishing game in my life, but Black Bass, I played so much of that.
That's because they stopped making fishing games and they put fishing games inside of other games.
Yeah, but I don't know. Something about this game worked. This is Black Bass. I think this was on the Super Nintendo, so not quite the same.
You could tell by the stellar graphics.
Yeah, these HD graphics. Oh man. All right. So, Nick, you've been playing 12 minutes. That's right.
Yeah, I played 12 minutes. I didn't really play much anything else besides like Total War, but that's because I'm slamming against my head against a fucking brick wall playing this goddamn game. So,
Yeah.
Any
we'll
Psychonauts?
talk about that once I succeed.
Oh, we're talking about Psychonauts next week,
No,
right?
I know.
Yeah,
But
we have
any,
Psychonauts next week.
but any Psychonauts this week? Did you play any?
No, I got to download it, but I didn't get to play any of it. I'm gonna play a lot of it probably this weekend.
Bobby, did you play any on your Game Pass? Did you?
Not yet.
No, not
I've
yet.
installed it,
Gotcha.
which is the first step to playing a game, I'm told.
It is. It is true.
But I did play a web-based game called 2048. I played this game from time to time, but this is a very addictive game. It's almost like Sudoku in a way. It works with numbers. So you have
I
twos
remember
and
this.
fours, and you can slide everything up, down, left, or right in a square. And you're basically trying to combine the numbers, like numbers, and get the highest score you can possibly get. I think this game's pretty popular. Like I've seen other people playing it, but it's just like a simple web-based puzzle game. And those are my favorite types of games, the really, really simple puzzle games. But I've become strangely addicted to this game, and I find that I get my highest scores when I take a long break. Then I come back, I play a game, I get a really good score, and then every score after that is like worse and worse and worse. But you beat the game if you get 2048, but you can keep going after that. And I recently got my highest score ever, which was a little over 30,000. So
Damn.
that's the number to beat. Yeah, or is it 3,000? I don't know.
It's probably 3,000.
Probably 3,000. Yeah, not 30,000.
No,
Yeah.
that makes no sense because 2048 plus 2048 is not 3,000. Because when you add the numbers, they double, so it's probably 30,000. Yeah, so 2, 4.
Yeah, I did get 2048.
Yeah, 32,000 probably is probably what it was.
Well, you can add like twos and twos, so it's like in increments of twos or fours. You get points for the combinations you make. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it doubled.
So yeah, it's probably I think it was around 3,100 or 3,200. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to top that. What was interesting is I hadn't played this game in months, maybe a year or something, and I opened it up, and the browser, cookies or whatever, somehow remembered my last high score that was still up there, which at the time I think was like 1,600 or something.
Sniper, are you playing right now?
I think he is.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat Bobby's high score here during the episode. So.
Okay,
let's see it, dude. Go for it.
I saw you furrowing your brow. At first, I thought
that sweet ass Super Mario drawings that you drew last week with Yoshi.
Those only come out once. No requests; they just happen when they happen.
I thought at first you were furrowing your brow because you were like, "Oh, how dumb does this look?" But then I realized you're actually playing the game.
Yeah,
no,
if you look,
this is super popular.
Yeah, if you look it up online, there's like a pretty basic strategy that is pretty effective, where you just pick a corner and you just do like up, left, over and over again. But you've got to kind of tweak that a little bit. See, the trick is he's got the 2 over there on the left. That's going to be a problem later unless he takes care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, take care of it.
Now you got the 4 in the way, dude. You got to slide him to the right. Hopefully you get a 2 in the left column.
Don't watch me. I'm feeling bad now. I'll beat your score. Just don't watch me while I do it, dude.
It's like him. It's like him trying to pee in a public restroom, dude. You just can't.
Stop it.
Yeah, but I'll put that out there to the DLG community. I'll look up my exact score, but I think it's 3192. Pretty sure.
Another game that I've been playing very little of, maybe an hour and a half, was Chronicon. It's really popular on Steam right now. It's got overwhelmingly positive with almost 6,000 reviews. It is kind of like a Diablo-esque action RPG. You're just going through dungeons and hacking and slashing. And you got, your standard classes. You got like an archer and a mage and a warrior and stuff. It's definitely fun. If I had one complaint, it would be that like too much loot drops, kind of like in Diablo, where you're just like constantly picking something up and comparing it to the other stuff that you have, and just going like that. Because I would say in every encounter, there's like 2 or 3 drops, and then there's an encounter every fucking 10 feet. So it's just like inundated with items. Maybe the longer that I play, I'll be able to have an
Doesn't
eye.
Diablo get to the point though where 90% of that stuff is just trash?
Yeah, and it has the same thing, like white, green, whatever,
Mhm.
purple. But yeah, purples seem to be dropping a lot. It could be maybe that I have it on normal and not like a harder difficulty. But like, I was like level 7 and purples are just dropping, pretty commonly. So I don't know if there's higher rarities or whatever. But that's a small complaint. The actual gameplay loop is a lot of fun. If not a little easy, but like I said, I'm in the first hour. Hopefully, it gets a lot harder. The Chronicon is like a hub, basically, a hub of portals where you can like portal to whatever level you're gonna do, and then come back and then sell and stuff. So it makes the going to town thing really easy because it's always just the Chronicon where you just go back whenever you want, make a portal, sell all your stuff, advance your quests, and then just jump right back in wherever you were. So, it takes out all the fluff, all the running around town looking for stuff like that. It's mostly action. I think that's probably why, and it's fun action. I think that's why it's been doing so well. I think it's, I don't know, Canadian, $12.99, I think. America.
$13.99.
$13.99. I was off by $1.
Pretty good reviews. I understand. Oh, it sold a lot of copies too. I understand that they're calling it Chronicon because of like time and everything, but it just seems weed related to me. I'm just thinking of that Doug Benson documentary.
Chronicon. Smoke that dank.
Yeah, because Doug Benson, it wasn't very good, but I think he filmed a documentary where he went to Comic-Con, and of course it's Doug Benson, so he's just high all the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all I can think of when I see
He
that.
was doing it before it was popular, man. He was way
Doing
ahead.
what?
He was.
Oh,
He
Getting
was
high
the
and doing
lead comedian
things.
for the
getting
longest
high and
time.
doing things. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind of his thing. He's a lot
on
older than
video.
you think. Local San Diego native too,
Yeah.
from East County, in fact.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you know him?
Bobby's like,
No.
I went to school with him.
No, but I do try to see him when he comes down to the San Diego Comedy. What's that one with the eagle? The American Comedy Center
Yeah. Club.
Yeah, center.
Emilio, you're gonna
Is
go
this-
see Tom Segura in
Is this a
Espanol?
center for ants? What?
I said you're gonna see Tom Segura in Espanol.
Yeah, sure. Is he coming here?
Yeah, he's been doing tours in Texas and like in LA and San Diego area in Spanish. You should go see him.
Cool.
All right. So I was when I post these episodes, I noticed because I tagged them all. You can go to our website and you can search for all the games that we've posted on there, or all the games that we've talked about, because every episode's tagged. But I noticed that now it recommends like, hey, do you want to tag? Here's your most tagged. Do you want to use one of these tags? So I have a list here of the top 10 games that have been tagged. So I guess you could say we've talked about these the most.
The games.
Ooh.
The games themselves.
Are the topics, because
Okay.
sometimes we put in other things. So it may not be games. It could be any gaming topic that would have been tag worthy. So anybody want to guess what number one is? Should not be a surprise.
TF2 or Binding of
Binding
Isaac.
of Isaac.
Roguelike.
No.
Wow. No, it's not a category. It's a game. Smite.
Smite is
No.
number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Remnant?
6.
Because there was like a solid 4 months where you wouldn't shut the fuck up about
Yeah,
Remnant.
Smite is number 6. No, Nick, you're going to be terrible at this because you haven't been around that long.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all time. Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
This
my
is
bad.
for
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
8
TF2?
years we've been doing this damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TF2 must be high up there.
TF2 is not on there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's the worst
It
thing
should
ever.
not surprise you what's on here. Like think of the most popular games, and it's not even just games.
PUBG.
Too. PUBG is number 8.
Divinity: Original Sin.
Divinity is not on there.
Damn.
We don't
Most
talk about that often.
Popular games.
Yeah, a lot of my stuff is on here too.
Yeah, because you make sure to tag your shit and my shit.
Yeah, you
gets
make sure to
flushed down
I
the
tag
toilet.
everything. I tag everything. You guys are
I'm an equal
way
opportunity
overthinking this.
tagger.
Think of the biggest games that.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Jesus Christ, dude! That game came out like a year and a half ago. I'm talking the whole 8 years. How many times a game has been tagged? If it was tagged, if the game came out like 10 years ago, it's got a much better chance of being tagged.
Heroes of the
multiple times.
Storm is on here.
Heroes of the Storm
Right.
is number 1. Thank you, Jesus Christ.
I erased that game from my memory, dude. Yeah, you would talk about that for 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah, I played that consistently for about 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why aren't you playing the
Okay,
new
fill me in
Pokemon
on the
MOBAs
rest.
there, Bobby?
Okay. So I'll give you a hint. The top 3 are all Blizzard games.
Oh, okay. So,
So WoW?
Overwatch.
Overwatch is number 2.
Yeah. And
World of Warcraft?
no, not World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft is number 5.
Hearthstone.
Holy shit.
Hearthstone is number 3.
Yeah.
Surprised me.
Yeah.
'Cause we
Dude,
talked
we
about
were
it a
like a
lot.
Blizzard cast for a little while. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back when they were a good company. Chad basically single-handedly ruined them.
Yeah,
I believe
he did. He was sent in there by Sony.
What's the rest?
Okay. So number 3 should not surprise you. Game that I have about 500 hours in, Deep Rock Galactic.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the Darkest Dungeon must be up there.
No, Darkest Dungeon
Really?
is not up there. Again, World of Warcraft at 5, Smite at 6, Killing Floor 2 at 7.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
consistent. It comes
Yeah.
up every couple of months because of their updates. So PUBG at number 8, just Steam at number 9. So we
Oh,
talked
that makes
about Steam
sense.
a lot.
Yeah.
And then the last one, number 10, bit of a surprise here, League of Legends. Apparently we've talked about League of Legends a lot, even though I don't really consider us players of that game.
Strange. Just over the
I
years.
mean, I probably have the most hours
Well,
of anybody in the group on League of Legends.
I mean,
it was Chi and Ray. We're
Yeah,
talking
and
about
I
that
played a
makes
little bit
sense,
here and
yeah.
there, but it wasn't often.
Yeah. All right. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was revealing, I thought. I was
Revealing.
really surprised at like the top 3 Blizzard. Like, wow, okay.
Okay, so I've had this this quiz on my phone for a while for you guys. You put me on the spot, put you on the spot, Bobby. Nick, I'm gonna give you the description of the Warhammer 40K game, and you're gonna give me the title.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'll do my best.
All right. There's only 5 in each here, so, and if the first one sucks, we'll just stop there. So, take control of the most technologically advanced army in the Imperium, the Adaptus Mechanicus. Your every decision will weigh heavily on the outcome of the mission in your turn-based.
It's called
tactical-
Mechanicus, right?
Yeah.
Just Mechanicus?
Starting you off real easy, just showing you how the gears work around here. All right.
Yeah.
So-
Bobby loved that game. I remember. It's a great game.
See, you remember things. I wouldn't say Bobby loved it. Right?
I really liked
Bobby
it.
doesn't love much, dude.
Besides good oil and a nice tune-up, he doesn't love much.
Okay. The ultimate Warhammer 40K space naval warfare experience. All 12 factions from the original tabletop game. 3 dynamic solo campaigns, Tyranids, Necrons, Imperium. And ambitious
Battlefield
full-blown...
Gothic 1?
What?
Battlefield Gothic 1? Or Battlefield Gothic Armada 1?
So close. It's a trick
2?
question. Yes.
2. Yeah.
Yep.
But it's so weird because now they have like 5 fucking like things. Wow. Okay. Damn.
Yep. This is where it starts getting a little harder, I think.
All right.
But it's so hard for me. This is all bullshit. I'm like bullshit. So hard for me to tell like
Ouch.
what's hard is. Okay, so become a hired gun. The money's good. The dog is loyal, and the gun's reliable.
Oh.
Embark in a fast-paced, violent, thrilling FPS in the darkest reaches of Warhammer's 40K most infamous hive city.
Necromunda Hired Gun?
Very good, man.
Yeah.
At
That
this-
game was good until it stopped being good after the first 3 hours.
I think you'll get this one easy because it's the only one like it. Okay. Build a deck of unstoppable space marines and join your lodge to take over the galaxy in quick, brutal online duels as you relieve the Horus Heresy and the original story Warhammer 40K's grim, dark future.
Is it called Horus Rising?
Hey,
I think?
why are you typing things,
He's
dude?
Googling. What the?
No,
He can't stop
Dude.
cheating. He can't stop
I
cheating.
here.
The
I will
camera is
show you
on,
my
dude.
fucking screen first of all. There.
Well, now
That
you,
is what I.
now you just screwed up the stream, Nick,
You
and
just
everyone can see
fucked
our
up.
legs.
No, but is it called Horus Rising?
Horus Heresy Legions.
Oh fuck yeah! No, I didn't know that. I don't know any of the card games. I hate card games.
All right, and this is
Unless
the
it's
hardest
Magic.
one. I thought. Build it. No. Oh fuck! Of course I double fucking the same description for the last one. It's called Inquisitor Martyr. Have you ever heard of it?
It's called Inquisitor Martyr.
Have you ever heard of it?
I'm so depressed. I've never heard of that game.
Okay, you would have not got it then. Okay, Bobby, Star Wars versions.
Okay.
But imagine, you're out there listening to this podcast.
Okay.
We're doing this is like dun 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 dun, and we're getting that, the rolling story. You know what's that called? The yellow lettering that's going far away.
Or the screen
opening text scroll?
Yeah, that. Just imagine my voice doing that. Okay. Join the rise of Darth Vader's elite 501st Legion of Stormtroopers as you fight through an all-new story-based saga where the action you take impacts the battlefront and ultimately the fate of the Star Wars galaxy. I thought this one was easy because the name's in the description.
It's Battlefront 2?
Battlefront 2. Very good.
Wait, Battlefront 2, you play the bad guys?
Well, I mean, you can.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah.
New one.
Well, you can, but you can also play the good guys. Yeah, that's a little misleading.
A galaxy-spanning adventure awaits in the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order expansion. I was supposed to not read that part. All right, moving on.
You're crushing this, by the way.
Dude, I'm so good. I'm so good at this.
I hear Jeopardy's looking for a new host.
Okay.
Too soon.
Blank. Let Star Wars fans, young and old, live out the sweeping galactic adventures of the Clone Wars. For the first time ever, players can fight as their favorite Jedi and clone troopers from the preeminent animated television series. Deep cut.
Is this like I don't know. This sounds like a console game. Is it a Lego game?
Nope.
No? Okay, then I don't know.
It's called, everything here is on Steam, and I pulled these from the
Is it called Star Wars Clone Wars?
It is. Oh, well, the Clone Wars Republic Heroes.
Okay, Republic Heroes.
Yeah.
Okay, I have kind of heard of that game, but
yeah,
I wouldn't.
I've heard of that one. Yeah.
Letting me down, dude. How could you not? Okay. So, it is 5 years after Kyle's victory over the 7 Dark Jedi. Invading Imperial forces advance upon a quiet rebel outpost, interrupting Kyle's training of a brave new Jedi, Mara Jade. First introduced in Timothy Zahn's award-winning Star Wars novel, Heir to the Empire, Mara Jade blends her past.
It's got to be Jedi Outcast.
I was trying to, this is your jam. These games are your jam, right?
Is it a DLC or is it a game?
I can feel Christian punching
It's a DLC.
Air.
Oh, it's Mysteries of the Sith.
Yep.
Okay.
Damn. All right, one more. As Luke Skywalker and the Rebel Alliance struggle to defeat Darth Vader and the Empire, a new threat arises. Dark Prince Xizor, Xizor, aspires to take Darth Vader's place at the Empire's side. As Dash Rendar, it's up to you.
Shadow of the Empire.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody knows that game, even though it is a console game.
No, we don't, Bobby. You do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, that was huge.
Who the fuck is
on
Dash
the
Rendar?
N64? Are you guys... Well, Nick, I don't know. Maybe you weren't born when that game came out. That shit was everywhere. Everybody was playing Shadows of the Empire. That first level where you play the snow speeder and you drop the AT-ATs. Yeah.
Sure.
So apparently his name is Shizor.
Shizor.
Well, isn't an X pronounced like a sh in Chinese?
In some words, yeah, it's pronounced a Z, like that.
Okay.
Jawa.
Was that fun? Did everybody have fun?
That was fun. I have a game for you that we will play next week.
All right. So we don't do a bit for 4 years, and then we all have bits in the same episode.
No. It's Binding of Isaac related. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, dude, I would love a quiz on items. I'd tell you what.
It's either gonna be on items or characters or both.
All right.
All right.
I think he just caught an audible in real time. Okay, I can actually finish this episode if we go fast enough.
Let's do it.
20
Listener
minutes.
questions. Let's burn through it. First one comes from Zap. Psychonauts 2 came out this week, and the last mainline game from the series came out in 2005. What long dead game series would you like to see get a sequel? Would you like it to be in the same style or something new?
Well, we've seen that it can be done super well. Psychonauts 2 is getting rave reviews. I've played it. It's very good. So it can be done, and it can be done in the exact same style and still be good. Especially if if you're not making baby steps every year, a la Madden, a la COD, like if you wait 15 years, not on purpose, but if you do, you graphically there and mechanically, there's giant jumps, and you could take advantage of all those other games that came out in the meanwhile and just cherry pick everything that you like out of it. Huge advantages for waiting that long.
Yeah, but sometimes if there's something big about the mechanics of the game, then it's really hard to update that.
I'd go with Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim. It's been a while since we had an Earthworm Jim game, I think. Yeah, that's a good answer. I don't even know. We've had a similar question to this, and I can't remember. I had a good answer last time, but now I can't remember it.
God, that's such a good man. Fuck. Oh, Mercenaries.
Mercenaries?
Yeah, Mercenaries. Remember Mercenaries Playground? It was like the white guy with the blonde hair on the cover. He had a mohawk. And it was kind of like a GTA ripoff, but it was just all combat.
That's a PlayStation game, huh?
I think it's on PC.
Doesn't look familiar.
Nope.
Right.
Oh yeah, Mercenaries. Yeah, Nick. Yeah.
I hate
you. Getting hyped about Mercenaries, doesn't know what Shadows of the Empire is.
Yep.
All right. Zap also asks, what effect do you think subscription services have on the value of video games and movies? I feel like it's much easier to put a game down if it's from Game Pass or stop watching a movie if it's on Netflix. Yeah, I think we've seen that develop since this started happening.
Yeah, but you're more likely to try more stuff because there's no monetary impact for trying.
Well, try more, like less.
Yeah.
It seems.
Yeah.
Because you kind of stuck with games when it was all you had.
Yeah.
And I think it's not just the times that are changing. It's also us growing up. When you were a kid, it's not like you had your own money and a job. You go buy whatever games you want, You wait till your birthday comes around at Christmas and ask for Earthworm Jim, which I got on my birthday.
Did you guys ever do GameFly or?
I had a friend with the Sega one.
Yeah.
It wasn't GameFly. It was something else.
But not internet related, right? It was like they ship them to you?
No, it was somehow, well, I don't know. It was a Sega Genesis. It couldn't really, it somehow hooked up to a network or something. I didn't know how it worked. Whoa. But I totally remember. This was a long time ago, and a friend of mine had it, and we thought it was, sounded so cool. And then we were just like, look at all these games. This is crazy. We never played any of them.
Yeah.
Just played the same one just played Zombies Ate My Neighbors again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
sounds like now.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is now with our massive Steam libraries.
Man, I was looking again at Forza Horizons 5. Fuck, dude, it is so beautiful. I'm really waiting for that game. All right, Waconia says, what is the best game that you didn't like? I'm going to go with The Witcher 3 because I hated it the first 3 times I played it. And then now it's my favorite game of all time. So go fucking figure.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's a lot. It's a lot all at once. It has a very deep story, a lot of game mechanics, just all piled on you all at once. And, you got to kind of figure all that shit out. The menu system, how it works. It's all kind of their own style. And at first, it's daunting, I guess, is maybe what it is. Or maybe it's just too slow of a start. A lot of factors. But once you get in it, you're fucking in it. And you're done.
Yeah, that's a game that I have yet to get into. Fallout New Vegas is one that everybody always talks about, but I remember playing that. I played Fallout 3 and really enjoyed it. And then I played New Vegas, and I thought I was totally turned off in the first 15 minutes.
Yep. I was like, this isn't Fallout 3, right? Why?
Well, I don't know. All I can remember is the graphics being so bad. Like I was running diagonally, and my character was doing a running animation as if he was running forward, and yet I was moving. It looked so weird and cheap, and like I wasn't really drawn into the story. And you do have to let that type of long RPG build, but still, I don't know, man. I really got into Fallout 3, and I'm like not into those games so much, but that one did work for me. Maybe I just had too much Fallout. Yeah, and that's like everyone's favorite version of Fallout too.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Fallout 4 is pretty good after everything got worked out on it.
Nick, you got an answer?
For that question,
Yeah.
Splinter Cell. Never really got into it. I was more of a Metal Gear Solid guy, and yeah, no, it just wasn't my shit.
And that's probably why, because you're like, oh, this isn't Metal Gear Solid.
Everybody and their mom says it's great, so I'm just like,
I think I played
no.
one of those games a long time ago. All right. Warconia says it's second part to his question here. Psychonauts 2 has come out, and it's a great game. Kudos to Double Fine. If you had the same ability as Raz, pick a DLG host and describe what a level would be like
Oh, geez.
that would represent their mind. What kind of setting and who are the enemies?
Bobby would be an MC Etcher sketch. I would just be
Just staircases everywhere.
Yeah. They're not leading anywhere, and there's numbers written all over them. I just couldn't comprehend. And then Nick's would just be a Warhammer 40K Battlefield. That just, I got to work my way through that mess.
Oh man, that reminds me of this. Like, you guys remember the movie Indian in the Cupboard?
Yeah.
So we were like, me and Leslie were joking around. We're like, well, what are some cool things that you can put in there that you can think of, right? I was like, oh, let me put one of my Warhammer models. He's like, knowing that kind of universe, you'd put one of your Warhammer models, and then all of a sudden, all the Chaos Gods exist, and our whole entire fucking world is destroyed. Yep. And I was like, yeah, maybe.
Like if you were Ghostbusters when they were covered in the ooze, and they had the first thing they thought about, you would have to fight Space Marines, dude, not the Stay Marshmallow Man.
Even if they were tiny, they'd still kill me.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. I just picture it being very messy inside Emilio's head. A lot of cobwebs up there.
There'd be so many bodily fluids. Just, ugh.
I'd imagine it's kind of like a nebula. Just like not a lot going on in there. It's kind of floating around.
Just like all the planets are boobs and butts. Yeah, I can see it.
Boob world.
Good question, though.
Last question from Cubic Zirconia. My friends and I are looking for a Call of Duty Warzone replacement. I'm looking at Escape from Tarkov, Squad, and Insurgency Sandstorm. Thoughts or ideas?
I always just hear good things.
I think that's a question for me. Shit.
Hey, I'm answering it, though. I've just heard the best things from probably Insurgency Sandstorm, I think.
Yeah, if you're looking for a game that revolves around what is it called? That revolves around like rounds and stuff like that. It's like pretty close to Counter-Strike in a sense. Yeah, Insurgency Sandstorm's a way to go. If you're looking for like more hardcore, like sweaty, like you really value your life, it's going to be Tarkov, and also that's the most realistic one out of all of them. And then if you just want to dick around and blow shit up, Squad's the way to go.
Well, every single one of those games seems like quite a big step up from Call of Duty.
Yeah, no, big step up for, like you said.
I'm not talking about in quality. I'm talking about in like complexity and.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Sounds like he wants to get into something a little more hardcore.
More tactical, yeah.
Someone's putting their big boy pants on.
So the games that we talked about this episode were Doki 5 or Doki V. That's the one. Just go check out don't buy it. Don't whatever. Just watch the video. It's awesome. Outbreak Island, Midwinter, Mist, and then Nick played 12 Minutes. Bobby played Stardew Valley. I played Paper Magic. Bobby played 2048. And I also played Chronicon. Until next time. Oh, that's a really Geralt's tits. That's pretty good, dude.
Jeez.
For somebody with no artistic capability.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I knew exactly what it was.
Yeah.
It's the iconic pose.
It was the gray hair that gave it away.
Yeah. I needed to put that in there. Yeah, I think I got it just right.
It's Tub Geralt.